Okay, so we are live. We're on air, guys. This is the Glow Show. I'm here with Jonathan Wright, and we have a special guest that's going to be coming up. As you guys know, this is a show that we talk about different things, but I started this show with talking about my life and how I got incarcerated and got in trouble and I was in the feds. And before we go on, let me let you guys know that I'm still working on my weight process. I was 300 pounds and I'm still working on my weight. So I just thought how you working on yourself? I did a lot of detox and I did a lot of detox.
So you didn't get
work
surgery?
out. No, I have never had
no surgery.
No surgery.
Stand up. Let me see your body. Come on, here. Come on. Spin around. So this all.
Jonathan, we're on camera. Okay, so
cocked up Jonathan with 3 cheeks.
This is all me. I never got no surgery.
That's all you.
I never got no surgery done. So I'm still working on my body and that. We understand that you said that. So how every day how do you eat because I'm trying to see how the fuck to get these love handles off. Okay.
And you looking good and talk about you still working on your body.
I am going to be releasing my weight working out plan, everything that I did. So I am going to release that and I'm sharing with you guys.
Give us a demo but every day what you used to do.
So pretty much what I do is I drink a lot of fruits. When you peel the pineapple, oranges, just put all of those peeling in the pot and boil it and drink the water for detox. That's what I did when I came from there because you have to understand prison.
How you be
food.
wasting, how you control your waist? Do you be wrapping yourself?
I wear a waist trainer.
You got your own custom waist trainer?
Yes, I do have a waist trainer line that's coming up and we're working on that. So I have a waist trainer line that we're working on. It's coming up and I keep my waist. I need to get one of those baby. I keep my waist trainer on for about 6 to 8 hours a day.
Dang.
Yes, I keep my waist trainer on for that long. You're being very transparent with you guys. So I'm talking about these things and I'm giving you it raw. So yes, I keep my waist trainer on for that long. Okay. So we about to call the next guest so we can go ahead and interview him. Okay. I think he's watching, guys, and he's gonna come tell his story. So.
Okay, you guys. So I'm Jonathan. I'm a special guest. Y'all know I have did a year in prison. They had incarcerated me. Shit, we about to get into it because I know he's gonna ask some questions. So I'm gonna let him ask me the questions. Boom. I'm gonna ask him some questions, and it's just my friend brought me on this show. I know she did her time. So we're about to get into it.
Okay, so he is going to be calling on the show. I
could really say more and just run the show, but I don't want to be that person. I want friends to I'm trying to let her know how, this is her show, so she gotta, I'm a special guest. Cause I can really run the show and be friend.
We're not in the show.
I'm a special guest.
Okay, so he's gonna be nice. Okay. Because y'all all know he's gonna act
I got a
nice.
lot of energy.
Okay, so first I just wanted to start with what's your name, where you live at, where you from?
My name is Mack Weezy. I'm from Trenton, New Jersey.
Okay, and you from New Jersey. How long you been in the U.S.?
21 years.
You've been in the U.S. for 21 years. What was your charges?
Murder, felony murder, carjacking, kidnapping.
Oh, you a killer.
Robbery.
Oh, and all those charges went concurrent and went into a felony?
No, I was charged with different charges because when I got locked up, a lot of people came up and said I did this, that, and third to them. So
did you do that?
No. They started overcharging me.
Okay. So how did you do it? 12 years. Was that what they gave you or did you take a plea deal?
Yeah, I had to take a plea deal, let my little cousin come on.
Okay.
But before that, like I said, I went to 2 trials. I had one jury.
Okay.
So I fought for my life for damn near 7 years. And so the process, it wasn't not easy to take a plea deal. They didn't want to go back the third time because I was going to go back.
Mm-hmm. You was gonna go back?
Yeah, because I didn't have no plea.
Oh wow.
Plea for me to take and say, all right, I'm gonna take this plea and come on.
Mm-hmm.
I'm always 50, 60 years. I'm not coming after that. You're gonna have to give me that.
Oh wow.
Dude, that's why I kept going to trial. I went to 2 trials. I had 2 on jury.
How long you been home?
I've been home 5 months.
Okay.
You want to ask him something?
So, like, you know, just being gone that long, like how do it feel being home? Do it seem like a lot of change? Like a lot have changed?
Oh, you see, I right? So you know, I ain't know how to do that shit. But
You said what?
See, I ain't know how to get the phone right to call live because I ain't know how to do that shit.
Oh,
Yeah.
you still learning.
So they didn't have phones in there when you was like when you know what I'm saying? You wasn't getting to the phones?
No, I did with Indaba here and there, but we'll talk about that another time.
You know me. I don't know if you know me. I keep it real and raw.
So you had your plugs. That's what you're saying.
Yeah,
It's okay. We copy code. we copy code.
Nah, but have you like been home? Like, have you been like, you know, because when you get out, you have that grind. Like, oh, I'm home. It's time to get to it. Like, you know, that work. Like, you know, you miss. You know what I'm saying. So, like, have you been like motivated, like in focus, and like, you know, like actually seeing yourself level up and like, you know, prosper. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, because you gotta understand when you do a time like me, I did 12 years. So if you do a time like me, my mindset is different.
Totally different.
You know what I mean? From people that have been out here, because when I'm talking to people, they think I'm bugging, but I know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I had time to think. All we do is think all day.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I'm thinking 24/7 what I'm trying to accomplish.
Mm-hmm.
So if I'm bringing goals and ideas to you, and you looking at me like I'm an idiot, I'm looking at you like, what's going on with this guy?
Right. And then the thing is, you from New York, so I know New York people. Y'all be quick with it. So it's like, huh?
Nah, but you gotta understand. I'm on a new journey. I'm on a new path.
Definitely.
Right. So what was it? So tell us your stories. Tell us how you got caught up with this murder charges. What was it like going in? Did you have support system? Your friends, your family, you know? What did you lose, you know, just being in the system? Like, and that was your first time, your first offending, your first time with all these charges came running down, right?
Yeah, that was my. I've been in and out of the laws, but it was my first big charge.
Oh, okay.
I did 2 bids in one. When I did 2 bids, I got locked up for a gun charge. I billed out, then I came back and caught the homie like a couple months later.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, like, basically, like, what I lost was the people that really loved me and cared about me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like, I ain't want my mother to go through what I went through.
Right.
No, definitely.
Because at the end of the day, like, mommy gonna love her regardless.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care. I can get caught with the gun smoking in my hand. My son didn't do that.
Right. Yeah.
My son is my son. My son is innocent. You feel me?
Yeah.
Sure.
Just leaving my mom and left my daughter. My daughter was 2 years old when I left.
Oh wow.
You know, I came home. She's 14 now. So
What?
that's what I really miss. My daughter. You know what I mean? My daughter kept me and my daughter kept me going. Everything was for my daughter because I really love my daughter.
How old she is now?
She's 14.
14. That's lit. How do like you know? So that like that y'all coming back? What is called you know when you come back with somebody?
Yeah, I know what you
don't
trying
know.
to get church. No,
but
I
you
know.
like when y'all came back together, you reunited with your daughter.
Reunite?
Like, how was that? You know, how was that feeling? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that was great, man. It was unbelievable. I can't describe that feeling, man. Like she just
Of course, I know that feeling. I felt that feeling.
She lives in Boston.
Yeah.
I know you felt that feeling. Like I said, you just don't know the word.
Okay. So yeah, so reuniting with your daughter it was different. How did she accept you? Like how is it? Because I know you're still working on your relationship with her. 14 years, you missed all those years. So
that's okay. Just like you with your daughter. I mean your kids.
Yeah, but 14 years?
Girl, 14 years, what that mean? That my daddy ain't my daddy? Like, girl, that's my king and I'm ready to see my daddy. Like,
so for real, what was it like, you know, bonding with her? Like 14 years was big. So what was it like bonding with her?
You gotta understand, everything changed out here. So I gotta adjust. Like certain things that she'll do, I can't really, what I really want to say, I can't say it because she don't know me. Yeah. She know I'm a dad, but I ain't a friend.
But I still feel like you still be a daddy. Like, you know.
I'm gonna do that, but I can't be on that. Oh, you can't do that. You can't do this. I gotta work my way in.
Yes, you can.
Back into her life.
No, definitely. But you right.
That's true.
You feel me? I gotta do that. I just don't want to come out and start. Oh, you can't do this. You can't do that. I'm gonna take it one day at a time, like I've been doing.
Yeah, definitely.
So how was your mental state of mind when you was in prison, and how was your support system when you was in prison?
You first thing about jail, you gotta understand, man. A lot of people that you think your friends are not really your friends. So you go behind them walls and you know who is who and who's not.
True.
You feel me? So I believe everything in life happens for a reason.
No,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like my support system was good. My cousin, you know what I mean, my mother, Kathy, Yada, shout out Rafina, you know what I mean? There's a couple people like, I mean, it's there for me. Shout out my sister Antoinette. Like, it's people that was there, Sammy, it's people that was there for me that I can really count on, but it's mostly females.
Definitely.
You know what I mean?
So you feel like females is more like, you know, kind of stick by your side when you go through hard times than dudes?
All depends. Because the reason why, you gotta understand, the street life is a street life. I'm not mad at nobody, but
yeah, you can't. Right, you can't be mad at nobody because, you know, it's like, you know, everybody got their things, you know, boom, boom, boom. But it's like real life stuff. It's like, who, you know what I'm saying? Like,
family. The family ain't gonna leave you.
Yeah.
Sure.
The family will never leave you, man.
Nah,
Anybody
definitely.
leave, the family will never leave.
At all.
So what are you doing right now? Personally, I know you've been home 5 months and it's not a lot to, you know, so what are you doing right now currently?
Well, when I first came home, I came on a mission. And I mean, my mission is to start a new podcast. And I mean, I applaud you for starting this because you on to something great. You feel me? So, like I told you earlier, whenever you need me to network, whenever you need me to do, like I'm here for you because we on the same mission. So I started a New Journey podcast, and we 5 episodes in on the YouTube channel. You feel me? Just talking to the youth. You know what I mean? I don't want the youth growing up to go through what I went through, like. Right. You know what I mean?
I mean, we need to come on your podcast.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We're gonna make that happen, but I don't want the youth to go through what I went through. Like I'm a living testimony. I'm African. I was born in Liberia.
You African?
Yeah,
she African too.
You know.
So, how was it like with the African community when you got incarcerated? Tell us how does the African community welcome you back at home? Because I know how one-sided they are. So tell me about this.
I love the African community. Ooh. I love y'all. I love the Africans. Like, for real. When I go to Africa,
I love my people.
Mm-hmm.
My people gonna be them regardless.
Right.
They gonna be them. They gonna talk. They gonna gossip. They gonna sit first. Just let them do them, because at the end of the day, you can't really. They don't know the system. You feel me? When I went to jail, they said, "Oh, he ain't never coming home. It's over for him." This, that, and the third. I'm not mad at nobody because I should never put myself in that position. I'll put myself in that position.
Mm-hmm.
I can't be mad about somebody saying that I ain't never coming home. This ain't happening for me, and I'll put myself in that position. Mm-hmm. You feel me? That's like you being in that's like you being in the Haitian community. The Haitian talks too.
Right.
We Africans, so we say, oh, the Africans talk.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? In the American community, the Americans talk too.
Mm-hmm.
That's every community talk.
Okay.
You feel me? Mm-hmm. So I can't really say, oh, the African people gonna talk regardless.
Right.
They gonna talk. You feel me?
So do you have problem with people still judging you based off your past? Like people holding on to that because of that? Certain places you feel like you can't fit in because people think you did this?
Oh, yeah, of course. Even before I went there. Before I went to jail, you feel me? Mm-hmm. Now, I mean, the reason why I took that route because it was for my people. Because where I'm from Trent. Mm-hmm. I'm from the hood.
Do you let that affect you?
No.
Okay. You
Because
better not.
everything that happened in life is supposed to happen for a reason.
You know what I'm saying? Do you elect the what was your question?
How do he like deal with it? Do he like the affect
Like when
him?
people see, like,
Yeah.
you know,
Do you go certain places that think that you know, because you went to prison? Because that's how the African community think. The fact that you went to prison, you're in a certain place, they feel like, oh, I can't be around him, he's bad, you know, and stuff like that. So I'm asking him if he's still dealing with that now that he's out. Like, are you dealing with that in certain community?
To keep it real, I don't really pay that no mind, man.
right? That's what I'm saying. You can't even pay that no mind.
I ain't gonna let that affect me, man. I'm on a mission. I'm here to save people's lives, man. I don't want nobody to go through what I went through, man. That's my mission, man.
Yeah.
Right.
When you so focused on something.
Yeah, so Jonathan too over here. Jonathan did his time. Jonathan had gotten problem with the law at one point, so he himself to bounce back and came back really hard. And so he has been like even though I'm older than him, but he's like a mentor that, you know, especially when it comes to business wise and stuff like that. And so it was something that I could talk to somebody that been in the system that can tell me how you can, you know, just to help me as far as somebody that I've never been there before. So I will ask him to explain, you know, how it was when he had his own situation, like what your support system was.
My support system?
Mm-hmm. The fact that you're so big on social media, what is your support system was?
My support system, I would say, like, I ain't have nobody. But me, I always knew I didn't have nobody. So, like, me, I just never looked for help. You know what I'm saying? So, like, it was like, even when I'm down, like, I'm not about to go into looking for nobody help. Like, you know, because that's what people would want. Or, you know, that's just not me to look for nobody help. So, you know, me, I always save too. So, like, I don't care if I would have got $50, $100, you know, I would save my money on my books. Because I don't need to talk to nobody or nothing, you know what I'm saying?
So you did your time by yourself pretty much. You didn't talk to nobody.
The only person I talked to was my mom and my dad. You know what I'm saying? Them the only people that kind of open their phones. You know, you gotta accept the call, you know, set your phone up and all that stuff. So, like, them was the only people that I was associated with for the whole year that I was locked up. You know what I'm saying? So during that time, it was just like, I was just like, you know, it was just like, I'm focused on me. I was working out, praying, like, eating, getting closer to God. And it's just like detoxing,
staying
you know,
away,
So when I came home, it was like, I straight blew up. You know what I'm saying? I knew what I needed to do. So it's like, once I started doing it, it's like.
But when you came out, you had a little stomach block in your way because you got shot. I remember, and I saying that you got shot, and it was big on social media. So what happened? What led from you coming from jail to getting shot? And, you know.
Because when I came home, like, I'm always like, I always got this fire in me that I know, like, you know, ain't nothing stopping me, you know? Right. So, like, when I went to jail, it was like, damn, like, I'm not no bad person, like, you know what I'm saying? So, like, me going to jail for a whole year is like, I just started doing hair, like, I just started doing a lot of, like, my career, you know, just started, you know what I'm saying? So, I was like, God opening doors for me. So, when I came home, I started going, I did a slow motion video, like a video, like, I'm home, boom, boom. I started going crazy with, like, you know, running my clients up. So I was doing her all day. It was like literally like, I don't know, like I'm like a godfather in the streets with this her, like just being in the streets, you know what I'm saying? Like, and it's like some crazy stuff, but like when I started doing her, it was going crazy. So one day somebody was following me from the salon and they had robbed me, like shot me and robbed me. But yeah, that's what happened. Like I got shot and robbed, and they had.
It didn't stop you.
Hell no, that didn't stop me. Like a day later, I was on crutches doing her. I was like, I had a client and I was not letting my schedule up. I still had went and did my client hair on crutches and everything, and I still, you know what I'm saying? Okay. And that's where I'm at today. You know
so pretty much, what the reason I asked Jonathan this question is because I want you guys to know that this whole program is very versatile. So I want you guys to have an understanding to know that people that goes to prison, and I'm speaking this to my African community because you're really one-sided. That people that goes to prison and goes to jail does not mean that it's the end of the world or the lost all hope, because you can turn your lemons into lemonade. Am I lying, friend? So you can turn your lemons into lemonade. Okay. So go ahead and share the live and follow us on YouTube. We're gonna be airing this the remaining of this season on YouTube. But I just want you guys to be open-minded and accept that when you go to jail, it's not the end of the world. So we're going back to our guests. So how about job with your record? How is it finding job?
it's not easy. Like 5 jobs turned me down.
Already? 5?
Yeah, 5 jobs turned me down. But
have you ever thought about starting your own business?
Right.
that's what I'm doing. I'm a personal trainer. I just got certified like a month ago.
You're a personal trainer?
Well, stand up. Let's see what you look like out of prison and what you weigh. And because I came out big, because I was on them Seroquel and everything else, so I came out bloated.
She was fat.
I was really big.
Now she over here toned.
Ooh.
Okay.
Oh. Okay. Okay. You built all of that in jail?
You built all that in jail, girl? Eating them ramen noodles?
He was working out. I wasn't. He was working out. I wasn't working out. But so you said 5 jobs had turned you down already?
Yeah, 5 jobs turned me down, but that not gonna stop me.
Period.
But
what's your zodiac sign?
I'm a Capricorn.
Oh, okay.
When you come from jail, especially when it's the feds, there's a way that companies that hire federal inmates, they get taxes just by hiring inmates from the feds. I don't know if you know all your different things that you get. So when you come from the feds, you get 1 year medical insurance, dental insurance. So I don't know if there's some companies. I don't know if you went to your orientation when you was coming home, because I did. I went to my orientation. There was list of jobs. There was list of agency that you can go look for depending on your crimes.
Yeah, I understand, but you gotta understand. We went to jail with 2 different things. You feel me?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You gotta understand. I'm at the end of the day, I'm an African, but I'm a black man growing up in America.
Period.
And coming home to my charges, so a lot of jobs still, but a lot of jobs that is want to accept me is this job. I gotta stay. I want to do a job. I gotta stay for 12 hours.
I know. That's why I tell people this is how messed up the system is. Because if you take a man's life and don't give him no way to survive, he's gonna do what he have to do to survive, which is commit the crime that he committed to survive. So I feel like if people can be a little bit lenient on people that went to prison, there will be a better way for you to live. You know what I'm saying? But without you going, if you come out and nobody can give you the opportunity to have a job or to get a job or to give you another chance, because that's where my organization come in, is another chance. And that's what I started when I was incarcerated in Dallas County. So another chance is for people that have second chances, that want to do something different other than go back to prison. But then again, if the system is not giving you that chance to want to turn your life around as far as jobs, and the third, how are you supposed to do better? So this is where I think that a lot of things will change. People like Jonathan can help. For people like you guys, find a way how he can help to open up jobs, because he has ways to be able to, give back out to people, help people redirect their path. So, yeah.
Definitely.
That's what's up.
What you say, friend?
Friend, your accent is so crazy. Look, I'm from Texas, so her accent and my accent is 2 different accents. So it's like, yeah.
That's the African.
I love it.
You love it. Go ahead. Yeah.
But like you said, the system is not for us.
No, it's not.
It's against us. But even when we in jail, they make us take all these programs, right?
Mm-hmm.
To help rehabilitate us.
No, definitely.
None of that work, because they don't care about the program that we taking. The program we taking, because when you go see classification, those programs determine if you're gonna go to the halfway house or not.
Right. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's why you take them programs.
Mm-hmm.
Those programs ain't there to rehabilitate you to back to society. They don't give a fuck about us, man. You know that.
No, at all. They damn sure don't.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean,
I be like
to all the youth, like just leave it alone, because if you don't want to go through what I want, leave it alone. It's not for you. You don't want to get on paper. You don't want to get on paper, man. Go.
So how many years on paper are you?
Hold on. Let me ask you this question for our younger youth. Like, what do you feel like for the society? Like, do you like the reason of like a lot of younger black people, like, or just like, our general, like, you know what I'm saying, getting into crimes and just stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I feel like my opinion is like being a follower, like, you know what I'm saying, running with the wrong groups, like, you know what I'm saying, and just, you know, don't get me wrong, some shit and stuff happen, you know what I'm saying, where you have to do what you got to do, and boom. But as far as I feel like too much of the generation following a certain crowd to where it's like, you know,
this is what I'm gonna say. I think it's more so. I'm speaking on the inner cities now. Mm-hmm. We lacking in the inner cities. We lacking basketball. We lacking recreations.
Yep, definitely lacking a lot of that, and more so focus on, like, you see a lot of partying and like clubs and, like, you know,
real music. To listen to rappers that's not living in life. No knock on the rappers. No knock on the rappers.
Right. But they too focused on the wrong stuff.
You got saying that, like, if these kids have something to do, some of the shit that they do, they want to do, but they don't have to. They're bored. They play video games. Nobody want to play video games all day.
Right.
Right.
They want to get outside and do things with their friends.
Right.
So I wouldn't say more so being a follower. You know what I mean? But it's just, they don't have nothing to do. Kids in the inner city don't have nothing to do.
At all.
That's true. So how many years are you on paper for?
5 years, man. That's sad, man.
5 years? So I know you said you did 12 years, right? Was that your 85% mark?
Yes, that's sad.
Your 85% was 12?
So this what happened. They tricked me. So they played dirty. Mm-hmm. So they told me that you got 11 with 85.
Okay.
Right?
Uh-huh.
So you got 11 with 85. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I went, like I said, I had a gun charge. Mm-hmm. If I have a gun charge, I have 5 with a 3 for a gun charge. I maxed the gun charge out. Mm-hmm. So that's 4 years. It took all my time that I did for the gun charge. It took that from me.
Oh, wow.
They didn't count towards my time because it was being spiteful.
So they didn't run it into concurrent?
It did.
What?
It was supposed to. They did because they felt mad that I took on the trial twice. They got mad. They was salty.
Yeah, tell me how you did that, because ain't nobody take the fast or trial. So how did you take the fast or trial?
No, I wasn't. My case was state.
Oh, yours was state. That makes sense.
My case was state.
Oh, so even the 12 years you did was in state?
It was just all state.
Oh, you did hard time.
I did hard time. So
ooh, yeah, you did hard time.
Day for day.
Yeah, day for day. Not the fast. The fast, yeah.
You know, it's certain things that come with the lifestyle. That, you know what I mean? So, but they got mad and it took my time from me. You know what I mean? Like, if you would have given my time, I would have been home 2020.
But if with your charges and if they had sentenced you, you're supposed to be 2 for 1. Why they was giving you a day for day? You must have really pissed them off.
Yeah, they said that. Well, you know, because we set that trend to make sure my people was good.
Right.
They never respected us. Like, you know what I mean? Some of these guys had to put our foot down so that our people can be good. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Shut our bones. Like, our people can be good to the point that we can walk around Trent.
Right. So
Trent was easy growing up.
So pretty much what you did was for the community?
Absolutely.
So you trying to say your choices that you made was because of situation?
Make sure my people was good.
So you was protecting them?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Well, all our brothers know that. Because I don't have to come and explain it to your why I'm in the streets for.
Right, they're never gonna know that. That's something they're not gonna know.
I don't have to come and explain it to your, the boy that bad boy, the boy this, he that.
You had a charger?
Okay?
Right.
Well, somebody had to do it.
Right. And that had to be you.
Me, my brother right now got 62 years because of that.
52 years?
52. He on his way home, free pay legs. You know what I mean?
How long he did already?
He got like 13 days now. I just came home. Got locked up together. That's my brother. You know what I mean? So,
so would you still do those things that you did that got you in the?
No.
Would you?
No.
So do you? Is that something that you regret as far as being away from your kid, your daughter, her mom, your parent? You know, what did you take from this all?
The only thing to keep it real with you, I don't necessarily regret. I regretted leaving my daughter. My daughter was 2 years old when I left.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But you gotta understand, when you take a route and you saying you making a decision as a leader to make sure your people good, you gotta stand on that.
Okay. Yes, true. That's true. And then, guys, you can participate in the conversation. If you have any questions to ask us, you can ask us. Again, I'm Gloria. That's Marcus. He did 12 years, right? He did 12 years in prison. I did 3 years on the federal time. He did 12 years in the state. And so there's a difference between the state and the feds, right?
Right.
So do the state do 85%?
Yes.
Okay, so there's a difference between... and. Do y'all get any assistance as far as when you're coming home?
Yeah, we get we got like medical.
Y'all get medical, and did you have to see psych when you came home? Did you have to talk to, because you know how you have to do clearance as well when you come out? Then you still have to go.
Reevaluate and make sure I was ready to come home and all that.
Yeah, but still, when you came home, you still have to get reevaluated in the word. Even when you do it, when they do that in prison, it's still, I don't know about you, but I had to do it. I had to go through all the process literally in prison. I had to go through it out here because they wanted to know that if I was all the way up there or if they would still leave me on the medication, which was the psych medication I was taking. Did you had to take some psych medication while you was in prison?
Nah.
You did your time so like that with no psych meds?
Nah, I can't take the medicine you get. I ain't give me no medicine.
You let her give you no medicine? I had to.
But let the boy give you medicine. But now though, I understand for you is you gotta understand you a female. You know what I mean? So I can just feel you. People don't understand what you went through.
No, they don't. And it's so sad because it still happened now. Like, it's going on now. And you still deal with PTSD, right?
I was diagnosed with that.
Ugh, it's bad. I get it bad. I get it so bad to the point that when I seen, what's this car? You know the car I'm talking about, this SUV, but what's the name of it? I forgot the name of the car, but you know what I'm talking about. Them officer car, the black ones, you know? Escalade. There you go. When I see those cars, I think they're here. I think they're coming. I'll be like, oh my God, they're coming again. But they're really not. But it's just that I get PTSD from these things to the point that I'm afraid of the police. I'm afraid of driving. I'm afraid of so many things that I'm gradually walking myself into it. So it's just like, and I had to wear out of the psych medication. So it was just like, it was hard. And I'm still dealing with it. And I'm still getting healed from the medication. So it's just like, it was hard.
Just take it one day at a time, man. You're gonna be all right. Get up, them people mad, though.
No, I did. I didn't get back on it when I came home. There was chances for me, they wanted me to, but no, I told them I was just going to do this. So this show helped me actually. I think this is my way of healing when I can talk about my story and other people can share their story as well. So, so this is good for me to heal where I don't have to be on medication or anything like that because that medication was strong. Imagine you never taking the medication before and then they're putting you on it. So it was hard. It is still hard. So
I ain't understand what you went through because I ain't take nothing, but it was people that were next to me, next door, like they had me in the room for a year straight. One time.
Why?
Because they accused me of tampering with a witness. They lied on me.
So you was in a solitary confinement?
They had me in a confinement for a year straight. The judge ordered me to be in the room for a year straight. I did a year in the room. But and I was in the home, and there was dudes in the home with me that was off psych meds. And they act crazy if they don't get the mask.
I know.
They act nuts, like they're so wild and you gotta understand, everybody not meant. You gotta be mentally strong to do jail time. So I feel your pain, like, and I applaud black people because it's not easy doing time. It's tough. is real tough. And you being a female, it's tougher for y'all because you're not used to that. Like you probably are used. You know what I mean? You was living, enjoying your life, doing what you got to do. Boom, them people can. You wasn't. I don't know if you expecting that. You wasn't expecting that. Me? You wasn't, but me?
I wasn't expecting them to come for me, to be honest, because truth be told, even when I read my indictment, it was somebody said something, because that's all it takes for the feds to come for you is he say, she say. So 99% of the charges and people in the feds, I'm speaking from the feds because that's my experience, 99% of people in the feds and the charges are conspiracy. And these conspiracy is based off he say and you was with this person. So again, my charges was conspiracy. It wasn't something that came physically and caught me on, because they was monitoring me they were surveilling me for about 6 months. And when the judge asked them, what did you see her doing? Well, she was just going to the post office mailing here, because that's what I sell, Sedity Wink. And guys, this is one of Sedity Wink here. We're going to be launching really soon. But so yeah, they was asking those questions, but I wasn't really doing it. Was just somebody said something. And since that person had taken paper to them, that built the case up. So now they had to watch me. And that's how the feds built the case of he say, she say, and everything is conspiracy. So that's how I got caught up in this shit. Excuse my language, but this is raw show. So, yeah.
You good. You gonna come up top. You gonna be good. You winning right now.
We getting there. We're trying. It's not easy. It's not gonna take, because it's something mental, and I mean I'm still dealing with it because it's something that is more mental than it is physical. So it's something that I go through every day. It's everyday growing and it's everyday process. And sometimes I just have to dance it through and laugh it through. But it's something that it's traumatizing. It's very traumatizing depending on the situation, how it happens.
So I Justin, with your kids, how you feel about that?
Oh, I feel good with my kids. I'm in a great place with them. We're still working on us, and we're great. We're doing good. As far as me and my babies, we're good. I feel more bad for you because 14 years, that's...
Yeah, she's 14. I'm baby 14.
That's hard. And then doing time in the state. So we're going to tell you guys the difference from the state time and the feds. So I'm going to let him go ahead and tell you guys some of the things, the difference from state and feds. You want to go ahead and enlighten on that?
Yeah, for the state, I'm from Trenton, New Jersey. System is corrupt.
Mm-hmm.
Let me go there. System is corrupt. Trenton never have evidence on anything.
Right.
They just hold you because they want somebody to say something to keep you in jail.
True.
So they're looking for a snitch or somebody lied on you and said you did this. For all that, that's what they do. You feel me? So the system is bad in Trenton. In Jersey is bad. The people that's in jail right now that didn't commit crime. And locked up. That's bad. It's people that I was with. I didn't do the crime. You know what I mean? It's all like you said. He said, she said. That's bad. He said, she said shouldn't be held in the courtroom. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Question, right? How can somebody snitch on me? Well, you charge them too. And you believe them over me.
You see, listen. Don't ask me questions about the system, because when I get to the system, I get pissed off because the things that they do, the way they handle the system, just don't make sense to me. Because you telling me somebody came to you and tell you that Gloria do this, and you take their word, and I came and sat with you, but then you give this person, it's just so messed up. Somebody asked me one time when I just started my podcast, they asked me, did you have to snitch on somebody? No, because the first person take the deal. The first person I went to go talk, get the deal. The person I went to go talk to save their butt, get the deal. So there's no deal on the table for the criminal. So now technically you become the criminal. Even though this person, I sat with the officer and tell them that I actually did this with her, she made me do this, they don't care. The fact is, this person was honest enough to sit with them. That's how they believe it. So now they're coming for you. Now that's how your charges come off, conspiracy.
But that's, I understand, but that's crazy. If the president is saying that it was with you,
I'm listening.
If the person that it was with you, they are incriminating.
But no, because this the thing though. Can you hear me?
Yes.
This the thing though. The thing about it is that you have to build your case off of who say. So that's hard. The feds cases are built off of who say. 85% of inmates in the feds are there because of conspiracy. It's never they really caught you. When they asked them from surveilling me, what did you get on her? They had nothing. They had nothing from surveilling me. I wasn't doing nothing when they were surveilling me. So it was somebody that went and actually told them that this is the line of business that she's in, even though she's not walking around, but this is what she's doing. You understand? So it's just built off he say, she say.
That's crazy. It's sad to say, but it's like the same thing with the state because a lot of times they don't have evidence of nothing. They just hold you. While they're holding you and they're denying your bills, they're holding you to look for evidence.
Mm-hmm.
So how you come to lock me up, you don't have evidence.
So one of the things that happened to me, I experienced it when I just got incarcerated was when they took me to the holding cell. They had me there in 6 months. I wasn't indicted because normally you're supposed to indict me within 6 months. So 6 months they had no proof that Gloria was scamming. They had absolutely nothing to build a case off her. So 6 months. So 6 months, I'm not going to court. And you can only keep me for 6 months to indict me. They to my 6 months, they put another 6 months sanction on my 6 months. So they kept me again another 12 months. Literally before I got indicted, literally a year before I got indicted. You keep me a year to tell me that this is what you have on me. So you really didn't even have nothing on me. So now they're keeping me here a year so they can break me, especially if you're a female. They're keeping you there to break you. Let me tell you guys something that y'all need to know about them. They will keep you for the first 6 months. They will not indict you if they don't have enough to indict you. And then they will come back again, add another 6 months till they can break you. Because they have to break you. And once they break you to the place that you will go singing on your own self and tell them, say, you know what? I can't be here no more, so I come and tell. Then you start to tell on yourself. But it's just a tactic to keep you in a place that when you're not comfortable, you can sink. That's just pretty much it. But when you become tough, you say, no, I'm talking.
You were strong, man. Happy you were strong, man.
Yeah.
It's not easy.
It would never be easy. It's something that I would always have to talk about.
God did it for me.
Yes.
I can't even tell you. I think God did it for me because.
So, guys, this is a podcast, and I want you guys to know that we are. If you have something very interesting and educated that you want to talk about and be on the podcast, send me a message. Let me know. I will go ahead and send it to the promoting team and my producer team. We will talk about it, and then we will go ahead and invite you because this air on Friday. This is different episode. We're just doing this live right now for you guys to have a feel in this man's story. But when this is over with, there's more that we talk about beyond the scene. So you guys have to watch the podcast. Do not forget to follow me on YouTube. Subscribe to the channel because that's where we're going to be airing. The only reason we air on here today is because the YouTube channel is very new. So we cannot air here right now. I got to call this boy back on Instagram. Hold on. This is another guest coming. So let me call this guest, guys. I'm so sorry. But the only reason that we cannot air on here right now is because of what the situation with YouTube. But starting next week, we are going to be airing on YouTube. But I'm going to go ahead and let this man tell you more about state charges, the difference between the state and the prison system with the state and the feds. Because now that some people see pictures and they be like, oh, that person was enjoying in jail. There's a difference from state jail and federal prison or federal holdover. So can you let them know some of the difference while I go ahead and call?
A lot of, before I the state and the feds, a lot of leniency the feds have. Like the feds got 60, I think I got 65%.
Mm-hmm.
And we got 85%.
No, we have 85%.
I think you had 65.
No, it's 85. The mic is 85.
Oh, so we have 85, so like 85% of us.
Yes. Talk to him.
have access.
Can you open the door for him?
Okay, he about to come get the door for you.
Then you have access to like the emails and all that. You have access to that, right?
So what I did most of my time in the county, which sucks. But when I went to the feds, which was where I did prison time, I did my prison time in Carswell. So it was like a college campus with a bunch of girls. I wasn't in. There was the prison. Prison was on this side, and then the dome was on this side. So I was working. Were you working when you was in there? Because you do know when once your freedom is taken from you, you legally become a slave. Once you in the prison. That's why they pay. That's why they pay us 10 cents, 5 cents, 25 cents.
I worked when I first 2013. I worked down Boytown. I mean, 2013. I worked in the kitchen. I was working in the kitchen, but I was eating all the food and kicked me out of the kitchen.
You used to see the food. You used to see the eggs.
Yeah, you know, I was heavy on my protein because I work out a lot. So I take oatmeal and I get my beginning to grab the oatmeal and bring the eggs back on the unit. They ain't like that. They had to they kicked me out of that jail.
They did. So I was working in laundry when I was in. Yeah, I was working in laundry because I needed clean clothes. You know, in Dallas County jail is one of the worst jail in America, plain period. And hey guys, this is my host Taryn, and Taryn is late. So
how you doing?
But that's my host. And so I was working in. We was talking about the difference from the state and the federal prison.
Okay.
So I was working in laundry because I had 2 underclothes for a year. And after having 2 underclothes for a year, I couldn't take it no more. Every time they said, Gloria, go to work, I'd be like, no, I want to sleep in my bone. Just give me my medicine. Let me sleep. I just wanted to sleep my time away. So I did not have no problem doing my Seroquel at all. I didn't have problem doing my Rinrom because, again, I wanted to sleep my time away. But then when I had to go find me a job because I needed some pennies. And my underclothes, after 1 year, 2 years, with 2 underclothes, that was it for me. So I went to work in laundry. When I work in laundry, I started taking all the laundry clothing. I started taking all their pins. Then when they come do shakedown, I have like 4 blankets. When they come do shakedown, I be having like 4 blankets, 5 socks. They be like, Nelson, why you got all these things? Girl, I work in laundry. What are you talking about? You think I'm gonna be dirty? Shoot. But yeah, so
that's crazy. I worked my first job was laundry too. I worked in laundry, but I didn't like it because the sheets was too dirty. It was too filthy.
I mean,
we was making the sheets. We was making the sheets for the county. You know what I mean? When I went there, we were making the sheets for the county, so I left. Then I said I went to the kitchen. After that, I went to the kitchen. Then I said, you know what? Because I seen one thing happen in the kitchen one day.
What happened in the kitchen?
The food fell on the floor. And the RTI said, pick the food up and put it back in the pot and serve it.
Oh, hell no.
Hell no.
What?
I said, no, we ain't doing that. We're not doing that. You're not about to take this food off the floor and give it to no inmate. I'm an inmate. He said, Matt, calm down. Don't tell me to calm down. We're not doing that.
Period.
So when I say that, I'm like, you know what? It's more than this slavery. This is slavery. I can't do this no more. So I stopped working at all. I ain't had no job after that. So I got to the halfway house. I got to the camps. When I got to the camps.
Yeah, I was on the camp.
When I went to the camp, that's where I've been incarcerated for so long. When I get to the camp.
What happened to the volume?
Outside.
Oh, okay.
I'm so happy to come outside. I remember the first day they let me out. When I first got to the camp, they didn't want to let me out because I was high risk, like because of my charges and who I am. You feel me? So they didn't want to let me out to have outside detail. They call it outside detail. So when they let me out on outside detail.
Go ahead.
When I first seen the car, I was scared.
I know that happened to me too. When I got into car the first time, I was yelling because I was scared. Like, and the car wasn't even moving, but I was just traumatized after not being in car for 3 years. So I was just traumatized because when we go into the hospital and stuff like that, they have to put charcoal on my hands and my feet and throw me in the back of the car. So I don't even really experience the fact that the car is even moving to get to see through the windows. When we're going on appointments from the prison, they got us charcoal from my hands all the way to my feet. So I don't even get to see these things. So when I really saw it, it was traumatizing to me. But guys, this is my host Tara, and Tara is late, so we're gonna put Tara on blast and tell Tara he's late. And so Tara got at least about 1 or 2 questions before we go ahead and finish the season. I mean the episode Beyond the Same, guys, because then you'll have to follow us on YouTube. We can't give you everything. So go ahead.
All right, so my first question would be just to someone that is like around my age that is like watching, what advice would you have for them as like guiding them in the right way to keep them on the right path to stay away from being in that kind of life?
Yeah, my advice to the kids or the young adults, whoever listening to me, is just in life, you gotta understand life. One decision can cost you your life. As far as the streets wise, just leave it alone. It's okay to be cool. It's okay not to be in the streets. It's okay to play basketball. It's okay to be a dancer. It's okay to play football. You know what I mean? It's okay to just do different things, but leave the streets alone, because the only thing in the streets is life or death. There's nothing else come out of the streets. You either do life in prison or you die. The reason why I'm here talking to you because I'm a living testimony. God got me here. God saved my life. You know what I mean? I went through 2 trials. I was facing 332 years in prison. You know, I went through 2 trials and I ended up serving 12 years in prison. You know what I mean? So just leave the streets alone. You know what I mean? You don't have to be in the streets to be cool.
Yeah.
You don't want to fit in. It's okay. You know what I mean? Find different friends. Your friends don't like you because you are not in the streets. They are not your friends. If your friends can accept you for who you are, they are not your friends. Go find new friends. It's okay not to be in the streets and still be cool and still get the bad chicks. You know what I mean? But I don't want you to go through that because it's not easy. It's not regular. It's inhuman. You know what I mean? And the system's not fair. The system's not going to play with you. Especially if you're my color, they're not going to play with you. You know what I mean? It's crazy. They're not going to play with you. 95% of jail, man, is African American, man. Minorities. All you see in jail is black people and Puerto Ricans. And Dominicans. It's sad, but that's true. You know what I mean? So leave the streets alone, kids, and just let's do different things, man. And we can own a podcast. You know what I mean? We can be dancers, we can be, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? You don't have to fit in.
Right.
You are.
Right.
You feel me? And get to know yourself. Get to know who you are. That's the most important thing. I learned that in jail.
Yes, I did too. Yep. It was a time alone.
I got to know who I was in jail. I thought I was the man out here. I'm running around, ripping and running. And doing me. I got the name. I'm thinking, I'm the hot shit. But I really didn't know who I was before I got to jail. You feel me?
True.
So I can sleep good at night now. I feel good. So leave the streets alone, man. Ain't nothing good in the streets. Nothing good is in the streets but death and jail. It's that simple.
So basically, like, what would have been your dream, like, as far as, like, when you were younger, like, the path that you wanted to take, basically?
Man, back home we call it football. But they call it soccer over here.
Okay.
So, I could have went pro. I was nice. I was that good. I played football back home. When I came to the United States, I played soccer. You know what I mean? Soccer is my first love, man. Football always gonna be my first. That's my first love. That's my baby. You know what I mean? Everybody. But just to take another route and let that alone. You know what I mean? It was crazy, but my journey is my journey.
Yeah.
Everything that I went through, I'm supposed to go through that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's where I'm at. I don't regret nothing.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you guys for watching. We will be airing every Friday at 5 p.m. Stay tuned with us, guys, on The Glow Show, Talk with Toto and Taryn. And this is my host, Taryn. Thank you so much for having you. And we're going to be talking Beyond the Same, guys. Do not forget to follow us on YouTube. Subscribe to the channel. And go ahead.
What are you about to say?
Yeah, can I shout some people out real quick?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, I want my mother that was there for me.
Of course.
Yes.
Kathy Edwards, Yada. You know what I mean? My cousins, Rafina, Brittany, my sister Antoinette. I love you, baby. Get well. And just everybody that was there for me, man. Shout out Jeanette. You know what I mean? Aria. Everybody that was there with me through the tough time, man. I will never forget y'all, man. Debbie, like, it means a lot to me. It means a lot to me, man. I'll never forget y'all, man. You know what I mean? I'm on a new path. We might not be cool to this day, but I will never forget y'all. That's how I am. I'm a real one.
I like that. I like that. Yeah, I like that. We might not be cool, but we're on a different path, guys. That's the message. We might not be cool, but we're on a different path. If you walk or mat in our shoes, you will understand that we have to heal, and we're dealing with ourselves right now. We're working on ourselves. So we're asking every friend and family member to understand that we're working on ourselves. So if you guys can understand that and y'all can give us any support as far as being there mentally, we appreciate it. But we also want to let you guys know to be very open-minded about people that went through certain things in life and not be so judgmental, and also put hands around them, because when you just come out of prison, it's something that you deal with mentally. And I want you to know that this man is dealing with a lot of things. 12 years is not easy. Leaving your child at the age of 2 years old and coming home to a 14 years old child is nothing easy. He missed out every best part of their baby life. And so if there's any family member and friend out there that can help this man anyway, and sometimes help do not honestly have to be money. Sometimes it's just somebody to talk to. So if there's anybody there now that is still in his corner just to talk to, and you're there, please reach out and talk to him, because this is something that is more than you guys have ever imagined. You will never understand this until you walk a mile in our shoes. You can never understand it. So please, guys, be very open about different topics that's going to be coming on the show. So I'll go ahead and let my co-host say some things.
So even just to add on to that, just mainly just love. That's exactly what everybody needs. It's just like, especially with something mental like that, 12 years, that's the most craziest thing I've ever heard of someone even doing sentence that long. So just be there for that person, like she said. Love that person, even being there mentally, whether it's a text, it's a call. Just, be that companion that they would need.
Mm-hmm. So thank you, guys. Follow us on YouTube. Do not forget we post the link. We're going to be, this episode that's not finished right now, we're going to be doing the behind the scenes. So stay tuned. Follow us. The next topic, we'll have someone on the show. We want to educate people. This whole podcast is about education, and we're talking about different things. We're raw on the show. You can come here and talk about anything and everything, your life, and we're very accepting over here. You're going to tell your life story. We're not going to tell your story for you. So if you want to share something that you feel like you've been holding on for so long and you need to heal, this is where to come. You can send me a message and let's talk. And it doesn't matter if we ever cross path the wrong way, you can still come on here. It doesn't matter. So come and share your story and talk with us and heal. We're on next Friday. We're going to be having a stud on the show. I didn't know what stud. I'm introducing this topic because I want you guys to understand. I didn't know what stud was till I went to prison. I think you know what stud is, right? I didn't really know what stud was till I went to prison. So on Friday, we're going to be having a stud that's going to be telling her story as far as her being accepted in the community of being gay. And also my host over here, yes, Taryn, is also experiencing the same thing in life in his journey. So he too want to talk about his stories. So this is where you come and tell your story.
Of course. So y'all tune in. Y'all will catch us on our next episode.
Talk with Glow.